This video tutorial will show you how to make basic changes to an inspection and create your own template. To get started, we'll start a new inspection with PDspect and we're going to choose the template that we want to modify. For this tutorial, we'll be working with the commercial buy system template, so we'll click on that and click on Start New. This will pull up the PDspect program, and the first thing we got to do is give the file a name, so we'll just call it Test and click on Save. Most inspectors like to change the templates they use to fit how they inspect. They like to rearrange the order of items, add new lines and sections in, take lines and sections out, and we're going to take a look at how each of these are done. So first off, we're going to take a look at how to rearrange the order of the categories. So let's say you like to inspect the roof as soon as you arrive at a property. To move the roof category to the top, all you have to do is simply click on it, hold it in, and then drag and drop it where you want it to go. And you'll see that gray line there indicating exactly where it's going to get dropped. So once you let go, the category is added and moved exactly where you had it. To rearrange categories, all you have to do is click on the category you want to move and then drag it to the position you want it to be. So let's move interior up 2. Another change inspectors like to make is to rename the categories. Let's say that instead of calling this category lots and grounds, that we want to call it just grounds. To do this, we go up to Tools, Rename Category, and here we simply make the change that we want. So now that we have it called what we want, just click on OK, and you'll see the category is now called grounds. Another change you can make is to delete categories from an inspection. For this example, let's go ahead and just delete out the interior category. To do that, simply right click on it and then select delete. When you do this, you'll get a message that says, are you sure you want to delete this category? Click on yes, and then the category is removed. The last change you can make with categories is adding one in. To do this, we're going to go up to Tools, Add Category. The first thing it asks us is, do you want to copy an existing category? We're going to select no, since we want to start a brand new one. This is where we name our category, so we'll just call this New Category, and we'll click on OK. The next screen asks us where do we want to put it. Let's say we want to insert this right after Structure, so we'll click on Structure, and then click on OK, and now we have a new blank category added into the inspection that we can begin adding more information into, such as new lines. So now that we've taken a look at how to work with categories, let's look at the changes you can make to your templates with lines. And for that, we're going to work in the grounds category. So let's say the first thing you inspect on the grounds is the signage. So we want to move the signage line to the top. Just like with categories, all you have to do is click on the line on the left, the circle, and then drag and drop it where you want it to go. You can rename a line by double clicking on the prompt. So let's say we want to change walkways to sidewalks. All we have to do is double click on walkways. It'll bring up the modify prompt screen, and then we make the change that we want. So we'll call it sidewalks and click on OK, and our line has been changed. You can delete a line by right clicking on it and selecting delete line. So let's delete out the walkway drainage line, and we can do that. So we'll right click on the dot to the left of the line, select delete line. It prompts us, are you sure you want to delete this line? We'll click on yes, and then that line is removed. And finally, you can add new lines in. To do this, we go up to Tools, Add Line. Here, you can choose from quite a few different line types, but the most commonly used one is the one question answer. So that's what we're going to select. For the prompt, we're going to call this New Line. And then on the right, this is where we select where do we want this line to show up in a category. Let's say we want it to show up right after landscaping. So we'll click on landscaping, and then we're going to click on OK. And as you can see, our new line has now been added in. So we've now taken a look at how to rearrange items, how to add and delete items, and how to rename them to make the inspection the way you want. The last step that we need to do to save these changes as a new template is to go up to Tools, Save as Template, so that the next time we start a new inspection, these changes will be there. The first window we get says your inspection contains data. Do you want to erase the data before creating a template? What this means is that somewhere we have an answer typed in. And one of the things you can do as you're creating your own templates is you can actually pre-fill information. And so if you pre-filled some of the answers and you wanted those to stick, so that way every time you started an inspection, those answers were there, you would click on No here. For this template, we want everything to be empty when we start. So we're going to go ahead and click on Yes. Next is a window where we can give our new template a name. Let's go ahead and call this New Commercial Template. When you're finished naming it, we'll click on OK again. And when it's done saving your new template, you're going to see this option here, which allows you to send your new template to your cloud drive. So if you click on Yes, it's going to take this template we just created and send it to your cloud drive so that you can use it on any of your mobile devices that you use the program on. This concludes the Creating Your Own Template tutorial.